Hello there, it's me, UE5BP Guru, and I'm back on the FPS series tutorial. In the last episode, we started setting up our BP for weapon fire, and we got it so that it starts ejecting the empty clip and all that sort of stuff, which is great. We're going to continue on now so we can actually finish off the weapon fire. Before we do, there is one change I would like to make. You'll probably remember we had this issue with the bullet casing firing out, and because we were doing the impulse for that, we couldn't actually connect up to have our own designated bullet casing BP. So I'm going to change that. And the way I'm going to change it is actually I'm just going to take this add impulse code. What we're going to do is we're going to, it will error out, so don't freak out, but what we need to do is, if I remove that for a second, actually, just so I can find the, oh, it's here. I've actually got it here. Oh God. What am I doing? What am I doing? If we open up this bullet casing BP, we can set this, the lifespan, that's fine. But what we want to do is add its own impulse to the static mesh. There we go. And do exactly that same node is doing here. So if we go back to here, we've got it set to 5 on the Y. 5 on the Y, job's good. And now we can basically make as many different bullet casings as we like. And we won't have to worry about doing that in there and erroring it out. So back in here, we can now set this to whatever bullet casing we want. If you really want to get crazy, you could add that into your weapon information and have it unique for every item. You can literally make every item its own bullet casing, its own sound effect, all that kind of stuff, and just plug it into there. And we probably will do that. So that's something that we're going to come up to later on. So now we've spawned in our weapon casing. We want to do a few things. So I think the other thing I did do in here that is not here anymore is the sound, because I had an issue with the file and it kind of reverted back to a few different things. But that's fine. We can rebuild. We can rebuild. Play as 2D sound, which is going to be our gunshot. So weapon. Let's find pistol. Have we got a shooting sound or something like that? Where is it? That'll do. I like 3. That's fine. And then once we've done that, we just need to reduce the ammo amount. So in here, we should have a current ammo. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this, bring it over here so it's not all spaghetti code. And we just want to minus our weapon current ammo by 1. And what we're going to do is we are going to, we then need to set that amount. Because we're not storing these figures in our player, we kind of need to do it this way. It's a bit of a long-winded way, but it'll be fine. What's this? Is that our weapon information? I can't see. It's too closed down. Weapon info, yep. And then we're going to also set a member for this one as well. And that weapon is going to be our current ammo. Like so. Plug that in. Plug that in. Now it looks crazy, but it's doing it this way allows me just to get that one field. Otherwise, I've got to set everything, and I really don't want to do that. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to take these two, just like this, and we're going to plug the weapon information into there, so it knows that that's the information for that. And we're just going to plug our item information into there, so it knows exactly what's being set for what. And that should, in theory, reduce our ammo amount by 1. Now we need to obviously visualize that at some point. We'll do that when we're probably doing our reload or something like that. And so the next thing we need to do is, so the next bit would actually be where our damage comes into play. There would be a branch here, like so, and then if it was true, whatever that branch result would be is true, would then go into our damage. If not, it would just carry on to do whatever it needs to do. So we won't be adding that in today, but obviously when we come to deal damage to enemies, we will do. We also then need to spawn an actor from class, which is going to be our projectile, which we need to set up in a moment, and then we also need to spawn an emitter. Spawn, I don't know why I put an. Spawn emitter at location, like so. And that's going to be our impact. So we can actually set that to impact now if we want to. Oh god, I hovered over it. I can't see what I'm doing. I can't spell either, so this is going well. So it comes with a lot of options straight away. I quite like the idea of having a small metal impact, to be honest. I think that would look a little bit more effective than having like stone, because if you hit a body, it won't look quite right. Okay, so that's kind of what we got left, and we need to also spawn one last emitter actually, and that is attached. So spawn attached, spawn emitter attached, and that is going to be our muzzle flash. So you might want a different muzzle flash for each weapon. For now, I'm just going to put it to the pistol muzzle, but again, a lot of this stuff could be done using our weapon information. So we could set it up that in our weapon information, we have the projectile we want to spawn, we have the casing we want to spawn, we also have the flash, the muzzle flash we want to spawn. We can literally set that up for all of our weapons to have their own individual one now. With the way we're doing it now, that should be fine. So we need some information now, basically. So the one thing we need is from our item, from our equipped item. Let's do it backwards. I'm going to go a bit backwards because it's easier at the back. We're going to get socket. Oh, but let's just do. Can't do that from an item. We need to know what the weapon is. So if we break this, let's see what we got in here from what I can remember. The item SKM. That's what we're looking for. Get socket. Is it the thing we're looking for? Socket. Fine. We need to know a. Oh, I'm an idiot. What am I thinking right now? Item slot. That's what we're looking for. Get. I can't believe I didn't. That took me way longer than it should have done to figure that one out. Get socket location. Get socket rotation, like so. And we want it just to be the muzzle that should be in every weapon. So every one of your weapons, I think I mentioned this last episode, but every one of your weapons need to have the same name for their muzzle, the same name for where their ammo drops out of. All of that stuff needs to be the same. If you want this to work fluidly without having to set up multiple of these, you want them all to be the same. And then we want to attach it to this component. It's exactly the same component. We're just plugging it in to this attached to component. So if we have a weapon, so we're only going to be able to fire when we have a pistol. So whatever pistol we have in this item slot, it's going to check to see if it has a location called muzzle. And when it comes back true, it'll attach this emitter to that muzzle location, and it should work flawlessly. You saw that I did have a muzzle particle system set up. You could plug that into here as well for fluidity and to affect every weapon. We'll get there. But for now, I just want to get the functionality down. So the next thing we need to work out is the location of where we're spawning this emitter. So we broke this handy break hit last time, and for that we can literally just take this location and plug it into there, and it should, wherever that hit happens, the location it hits, it will spawn that lovely impact, which is great. And then the last thing we need to do is just set up a projectile, and this should be easy enough. So what we're going to do is we are going to create a new blueprint. I think I called it, actually I think it's this one, right? Pistol fire, maybe. Particle system, yep, which is there. And then we also need to add in projectile movement. There we go. And we also want to set another set lifespan, like so, to 0.7, like that. There we go. And We can delete those out. We don't need those. So that means it will only be alive for literally a second. So what we need to do now is we need to set the speed of the projectile movement, and it's going to be very fast because we want it to get from point A to point B really, really fast. Now, obviously, if you shoot into the air, we want that to basically die off. That's kind of like the idea behind it. So if we shoot into the air, it's going to go very, very fast, very, very high, very, very quickly. But eventually it will die. After a second, it will be gone. So we need it to get. So if we're going to be shooting a wall, we need it to get to that wall under a second. So that's why we put that initial speed and that max speed up very, very high. And that should be the pistol fire done. So again, this is something we can absolutely just create a blueprint class that comes through from here. But again, for now, for today, we will just get it working. So we're going to select that pistol fire, like so. There we go. Job's a good one. Seems to be in there correctly. And then we just need to do a couple of things. So we basically just need to work out now the location in which it's going to be going. So we need the first thing we need is we need to get our item slot. And we need to get the socket location, like so. And it's going to be the location of our muzzle. Oh, don't put the hashtag in there, Jesus. We then need to get two figures. So we need to select a select vector. That's what we're looking for. And the A is going to be our impact point. The B is going to be our trace end, like so. And the return value is going to what determines our pick A. So it should look a little bit something like this. And then we can put that there. And then what we want to do is we want to do a find look at rotation. And the start value is going to be our get socket location. So that's where it's starting. And the end location is going to be wherever our impact point is between those two. Then we're going to make a transform, like so. And we don't need to do anything with the scale. The rotation comes from this find look at rotation, and the location comes from our socket location. And then that just plugs into our spawn transform. Let's bring it back a little bit so it doesn't look so messy. Cool. And that should sort out the spawn actor pistol file. So we're going to test this to make sure that this part spawns all right. We know that this happens correctly anyway. The impulse might need a bit of an adjust now it's into the other blueprint. And just to finish off, so you can kind of see my thought process on this, we can take this pistol fire and we can plug it into there. But again, we might just be able to change this in the item, but I need to set that up in one of the next sort of episodes. But for now, we can plug it in here. That seems straight. Oh, there we go. And we'll call this pistol. We'll call this weapon. Weapon bullet. We'll call it the bullet because we're firing it, right? It's the firing mechanism. And we can also do the same with these two emitters as well if we wanted to. I wouldn't probably with the impact. I'd make your own impact. And then the pistol muzzle flash, I definitely would put that in there as well, so that you get a unique muzzle flash as well. But again, you should, in theory, be able to plug these in from the... So up here, you could have literally get the weapon. I'll show you how to do it now, but I haven't set mine up for this. But if you grab the equipped item, no, don't set it, get it. Set it, get it. There we go, get it. Break. And then if we untick all of these, because we don't need any of these for this. Just untick all of those. and then we're going to break it again, you could literally have, so for now I'm just going to set this, but pistol fire, and then we want pistol muzzle flash, and you then would just say, okay, muzzle flash goes into there, whatever the bullet casing would be, and the weapon master. But for these two things, you would have to create a master item and then create children of everything so that you could have a specific list you could pick. Which again, I haven't set that up, but it should be relatively simple to do, and we probably do it down the line as well, just to show the kind of ease of use of everything. Because if we do that way, we could literally then just go and plug all of these in directly to this, not the shotgun, but the sniper rifle, the pistol, the assault rifle. If you made any other weapons, they'd all plug into this one weapon fire, and it would be very clean. The other things you would want... Oh, so we've done it here, actually, with the weapon item, with the fire interval. But you could also put the weapon fire into here as well, just to make that a little bit easier. So there's lots of different ways of doing this, and lots of ways to simplify it. And I think we will use this this system here to simplify when we set up the assault rifle and the sniper rifle, etc. But you'll have to watch this episode in order to get it going. But anyway, let's not mess around. Let's test it and see what happens. It might take a little while. I'm also recording, so just bear with me if it's a bit laggy. Let's pick this up. Let's give it an equip. Okay. So it's just... Oh, that one worked. Interesting. So why? Oh, I'm out of ammo. I'm out of ammo. Oh, the ammo worked too well. Oh, no. Oh, jeez, I should have unplugged that. Well, at least we know the ammo is working. So we did see something there. It did hit something. Oh, it's I see. It's going backwards, right? So let's have a look at this then. Oh, I am an absolute idiot. I worked it out. I have two cameras on here, and it's getting the wrong camera. That's, oh my god, such a rookie mistake. I can't believe that. Okay. Now, if we do this, bang, bang. Okay, we got it. Yeah, okay. There we go. Jesus, I can't believe that was so simple. I've got a stinking cold, so my brain's not working the same. That's my excuse anyway. So the interesting thing was the muzzle flash, though. The muzzle flash did not quite want to appear, which has intrigued me, because it should. is the honest answer. Let's try a different flash. Let's try something a bit bigger. Maybe it's just the one I'm using. I don't know. It should work, but obviously it's not playing ball. So let's jump down here. And either way, we've got a gunfire. We can obviously put it away, get another weapon out, get it back out, but obviously it's not out. It's not got any ammo. So what we need to do now is I need to work out why the muzzle flash isn't spawning. It might be spawning, just not in the right place, etc. So I'll take a look at that over the next, hopefully not 2 weeks, Jesus, but hopefully in the next episode I'll be able to just give you a quick fix up for the I forgot I did that. Sorry, that was a weird laugh. Hopefully I'll be able to give you a fix for the muzzle flash not spawning. I've never had that issue before, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. yeah, we'll get reloading done. I think the next thing is to get some reloading, so I'll be setting up some ammo items, some bullets on the ground or whatever, and we'll get that and the muzzle flash fixed next episode. But hopefully you found this useful. Hopefully now your weapons are at least firing. You've got a line trace involved. Just before I do go, one thing we will be doing is when we add the damage in, we will be putting this branch in here to do our damage. So, yeah. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get the muzzle fixed. That's kind of annoying. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching. And I will see you in the next episode. Much love. Take care. Bye.